On this episode of Beyond the Set New York, we welcome back NYPA member and co-founder of ArtCube Nation, Eva Radke, who has mobilized an ArtCube army to help serve those most vulnerable on the front lines of this COVID crisis by supplying them with face masks and other medical supplies. Here's Eva's story. We are back with Eva Radke, co-founder of ArtCube Nation, and she's been doing some incredible work to the benefit of the people on the front lines during this healthcare crisis. Eva, can you tell us a little bit about what you're doing?
Certainly. As you know, ArtCube Nation is a network for professionals and small businesses that work primarily in the art department. So when we learned about the dearth and the incredibly slow supply chain of getting PPEs to frontline workers, we knew as a community that it was our duty to jump up and start making them because we can. We have the skills, the machinery, the connections to the vendors and suppliers, and just as a unit in film production, we're quite used to make something with $3, no sleep, not enough materials, change those materials, and there's no room for error. So that's exactly what we did.
And why? Why did everybody else is kind of, I don't want to say sitting around, but people are kind of getting up in the morning, they're going to work, so to speak, from home if they're still working. But why did you feel like you had to get involved?
Well, most of the makers and freelancers that we are not working right now, and because we have the capability to do it, that's why we're doing it, is because we can. We love the city and we want to protect it. We want to see our medical workers protected. And it was something that we were very easily came together as groups of makers. So for instance, we would source the material, we would make face shield kits. They got their sewing professionals together, started making masks, made 2 units in Brooklyn and South Brooklyn and North Brooklyn, started putting kits together, started getting them distributed. We had some great help and from feelusa.org, which is basically PAs and production managers who putting logistics together for us. That came together brilliantly. Shields for Heroes got us an enormous amount of 20 gauge marine vinyl, which we could make these shields with, and it all started coming together. There was a phase, what I call phase alpha, which is winding down, have about 2,000 shields and countless masks going out. Now we're in phase beta. We have way more shields, more involvement from fabricators like 3D printers, DeBoer Media, Brower Propulsion Lab, tons of them. And we've even gone beyond that. Like Brower Propulsion Lab has made intubation shields, which are essentially clear boxes with holes in it. So a patient could be intubated onto a ventilator, and that's an extra layer of protection right there for the machinery and for the patients and for the health workers. And so we make things. This is what we do. We make crazy stuff all the time for the film industry. We could make you a purple polar bear if that's what you wanted.
Right.
And so this was not a challenge, and we want to be involved. We want our help. We want our city back. We want to start working.
Are the people that are involved, are they doing this just from home themselves? Have you got?
Yes.
How many people have you gotten involved?
Well, we had about 120 volunteers to the ArtCube Army, and I would say, 50 of them are very active right now, probably more than I know.
Wow.
Because it's all coming in, and some people, there hasn't been enough materials to get all the people that want to work on it. A lot of it had to do with location. Lots of us in Brooklyn. So if, you're, up in the Bronx and wanted to help, we couldn't get you materials fast enough. So it really became what was easiest and more efficient, I should say. And that was Brooklyn makers, because a lot of it's not only just people who can do this in their home with masks and gloves and keeping them clean, but also our fabricators out here at the Navy Yard, out in Long Island City, out in Greenpoint. So, that's how that happened.
So it's become a borough project, kind of.
Just not by choice, but by necessity.
Yeah,
But it has,
I get it. Yeah, you're making the best with what you have. So, the New York Production Alliance, which I know you're a member of, they've been communicating with their members over the last few weeks about different ways that they can get involved, and kind of highlighting some of the people that have gotten involved and have kind of taken projects upon themselves. And you and R-Cube Nation were one of those. And I was just wondering, did you kind of have like a personal connection to anybody in the field that made you kind of want to say, like, yeah, this is what I need to be doing right now, besides the fact that it's just New York?
No, I had no doctor friends, no nurse friends, or family or at all.
Yeah.
I mean, this was about protecting us all, and the outrage of our medical teams, our EMTs, our frontline not having.
Now it's about getting to work for the people who need it
Right.
the most. And so
I put a big post out on R-Cube Nation in every city in the United States, like, please send me your N95 mask. They came in from Los Angeles and from other people who didn't I go, check your kits again. Guess what? 48 showed up. That's precious, life-saving, 48 of them.
If people want to donate, how can they get in touch with you?
They can get in touch with me at eva@artcubnation.com. We have a GoFundMe fundraiser. That's R-Cube Army for medical supplies and PPEs now. We'd love to see some NYPA members chipping in here and helping us, because we're doing and being effective right now. Go to our Instagram, artcubnation.com. You can see nurses in our actual shields with thumbs up, with smiles on their faces.
Eva Radke, thank you so much. I hope you stay safe and healthy, and thank you for doing what you're doing.
Thank you, and I appreciate your time. Thank you so much.
You got it. I'll talk to you soon.
You got it. Bye-bye.